Getting arrested for a DUI is a stressful and scary time. Even if it's your first offense, a DUI can have a major impact on your future. Colorado takes DUI cases very seriously, and the legal consequences are very severe. Colorado does not let up just because it's the person's first time drinking and driving. In the next few minutes, I'm going to discuss what happens during a first-time DUI charge. The penalties for a first DUI offense in Colorado are quite severe. You could spend up to 364 days in jail and getting a fine of up to $1,000, up to 2 years of probation, and up to 96 hours of useful public service, which is Colorado's way of describing community service. You're also going to have to take alcohol education and therapy classes, which can be as long as those 2 years. You'll also have to do a victim impact panel, which is a 2-hour course that is required by the law. On top of the criminal penalties that you're facing, there's also the administrative penalties from the Department of Motor Vehicles. Following a DUI, depending on the circumstances surrounding it, you might be served with a notice of revocation or suspension of your license right away, and you have only 7 days to contest that with the Department of Motor Vehicles. Depending on some facts and circumstances later, you might get that notice of revocation a little bit further in the future, generally when you've done a blood test. But depending on what happens, you could be facing a suspension of anywhere between 9 to 12 months if it's your first DUI offense. In the process of trying to get your license back, the DMV may require you to have what's called an ignition interlock device in your car. It's something that you have to pay for, not only its installation, but also its monthly fee, which can be about around $80 to $100 a month while it's in your car. And it doesn't allow you to start your car unless you blow into it and it shows that there is no alcohol in your system. This can also be something that's ultimately harmful for you because it will keep track of any sort of positive tests that you have if there's any alcohol showing up in your system and you try to blow into it anyway. Even if it's your first DUI in Colorado, it will stay on your record forever. This is important not only from employment prospects, car insurance prospects, and potential other collateral consequences, but in the event that you have additional DUIs in the future, your first time DUI can be used against you in building that record up to a potential felony. So if you ever find yourself in the unfortunate circumstance of being pulled over for a DUI, you can expect an officer who, while they might be courteous, they're going to be aggressive in investigating this. So they're going to be asking you questions about whether or not you've been drinking or maybe consuming marijuana or any other drugs that night. They may ask if you want to do a field sobriety test. And if they have enough probable cause, they may arrest you and they may see if you're willing to do some sort of chemical test of your blood or breath so they can confirm their suspicion of a DUI. If you're arrested for the suspicion of having committed a DUI, it's an intense process. You will be handcuffed, you'll be placed in the back of a police cruiser, and at that time you'll be taken to either a medical facility or some sort of substation for the police in order to either do that blood or breath test. They'll likely impound your car, and once everything is done, you'll be taken to some detox area where you will be forced to stay there until you are showing no signs of any sort of alcohol or drug consumption. A first-time DUI is a serious matter that can have a permanent impact on your life if you're convicted. Our team has helped thousands of people facing their first DUI. You need an experienced criminal defense attorney who will fight to get you the best possible outcome. Contact us for a case assessment today.